Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your November 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Capricorn. And before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. If you'd like more content from me, sign up for my newsletter and you'll get a reading sent to your inbox every Sunday. The link is in the description. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, go to onyxhealing.com. Check out all of the stuff I have available on there. And make sure you let me know if this resonates with you. Leave a comment, hit the like button, share it with your friends. And I'm going to lay this out and we will get started. All right, let's start with your oracle cards. First thing we have coming up is the sword. This is independent thought, innovation, kind of cutting through the noise, cutting through fear. It's about wielding the mental body in a way that is supportive, is going to be really important. So just slice through all of the noise, all of the forecasting tragedy or danger. It's like, know that forecasting that is not going to help you in the present. So just keep an eye on that. And then we have horse. This is endurance. So needing to follow through, keep going, keep moving, progress. It's like you're already doing all of the work. And so the main thing that is coming up is just support yourself emotionally, spiritually, physically, in whatever way you're enduring, whatever that is, whatever area you're really, really working hard at. And I'm getting that the efforting is likely by necessity. It's not so much about mindset. It's about the perseverance, the seeing it through. And while working on mindset is helpful, there are things that we do have to be diligent, stay on top of, endure through. While I'm all for reducing the intensity or the story of hard work, I like to temper that and calm that down. This is kind of like, okay, you know that you have to apply yourself in some way really intensely, so make sure that you're supporting yourself in the other areas to balance that out. So if you're ultra focused on one area, just make sure that you're tempering it by not evenly distributing, but like don't just exclusively focus on physical if you're not going to include like the spiritual, or don't go really hard on addressing spiritual stuff without balancing it with emotional stuff. So just try to check in with that. And then we have paradox. Explore the contradiction, let it breathe life into the situation. Release stagnating ambivalence, embrace your dichotomy, try the wrong approach. This looks like experimentation coming through, like not being afraid of doing things wrong or experiencing a mistake. Don't look at it like a mistake just as data. It's just data. The central energy for you is the star. Ooh. This is like a very faded energy. Think about this as all of the things that have been transpiring behind the veil. That's what is coming together. Now the star, the sticking point, the grouchy piece is that a lot of the time when the star comes up, it's that things haven't totally materialized. And so there's a strong emphasis on faith when the star comes up. And I think that's one of the hardest things for human beings in general. It's kind of that universal experience of distrusting. I really haven't met anyone who hasn't encountered that in their life, right? It's this thing that really connects us all. And so you are getting a big, I don't want to say lesson, you're getting a big dose of faith. Okay, and then the crossing energy is judgment, you making a decision. This is a big month. Two major arcana is sitting right here, so it's the the faith, the trust, the leaning into the unknown, knowing that your intention, your conviction is what you will get magnetized to you, right? So it's the polarity of holding conviction, right? The knowing, the assertion of this is what I'm claiming for myself, and then balancing that out with I'm going to trust the pieces that don't make sense to me or that are causing a disturbance in my peace. That's where you need to turn it over. What you have shifting out is the Mother of Pentacles. Interesting. So I'm actually getting that there was some type of stability that may have been kind of shrouded in complacency. So if you felt like you were in this really tempered area, like just there's somewhat of a stagnation coming off of this card. So not really progress, not really falling backwards, not really moving in any particular direction. It's because the thing that's sticking out here is one, the sleeping fawn, and also the fact that there's no movement. You see, the Mother of Pentacles isn't in motion. And so I'm getting that for you, the Judgment card, this is motion. This is a declaration. This is speed and progress of I'm claiming the thing that I want. And so this to me looks like anywhere you've been feeling stalled out, that's what's breaking down and moving out of your space. The oncoming energy is the World. This is a completion of a cycle. I'm really excited to see this because you have all of this really profound energy oncoming. So if you've been looking for a resolution, like something getting wrapped up, kind of the conclusion to the story, that's what's oncoming. And you can imagine that you've been putting in the work, you've been putting in the effort. And so now this is like the final details and the final resolution of the story is what you have available to you, that this is where you're heading. So if you're feeling like, oh, I'm so far away from my goal, you want to go back to turning that over, letting yourself trust something bigger than yourself, and getting into holding the energy of this is already done. It's already done in my body. That's the conviction piece. I'm going to hold that even if things still need to rearrange around me. Now, these three cards are what's happening outside of you in your environment. So we have the Chariot. Once again, you have these horses, and this is, I'm getting speed. So this is a lot of karma getting resolved as well. That seems to actually be outside of you. Like there's a lot of divine intervention is the word that I would use to describe this, because it's like the support, the resources, the things that you need in order to move ahead faster is what's sitting in your space. Let's see what else. Then you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this is reciprocity, balance. I think your environment is going to be reflective of the effort and the application that you've already been in. So whatever you've been doing to shift yourself, adjust yourself, heal, shift relationships, change your financial situation, it's like what you've put in is what you're going to see in the external realm. So this is really exciting because you have the support, the healing, all of that coming in, and it's going to be a direct reflection of the effort you've already made. And then we have the Four of Cups. Trust your gut, your body, your soul to tell you what not to take in your environment. Okay, so maybe there's stuff that comes up that you really, really need to say no to, that your body is saying, I'm strongly unavailable for this, and you want to lead with that. Make sure you trust that. When you have something come up, or a situation, person, place, thing in your environment that does not feel good, and you're experiencing a contraction, trust that. It's really It's vital for you in the month of November to listen to that part of yourself. And then to clarify this, we have the King of Knives. So this is equivalent to the King of Swords in a normal deck. And I just think it's about letting yourself know what is best, right, and true for you, right? You can be afraid and still have clarity on the decision, even if it's scary, is best for you. So remember to tease apart some of the emotions. This is bringing me back to the Sword card here. Emotions are not necessarily an indication of what is right, wrong, good, or bad for you. They can be sometimes. They absolutely can be sometimes. But a lot of the time, growth and expansion is scary, right? So it's that paradox of, okay, I'm experiencing maybe some emotional turbulence as I'm evolving, but you can also trust the aligned yeses and the aligned nos, even if maybe they don't make sense in the moment. Really trust yourself with all of that. So I'm getting that you might be getting presented options or different things that are coming your way, and you have to trust yourself to make the right choice moment by moment. Now, this is these two cards right here. In your subconscious, as well as your advice for the month, we have the Mother of Cups. Okay, and then we also have the Devil. Interesting. So I'm getting that the temptation is going to be pessimism. The temptation is going to be, I need to be realistic, or just expect the worst, hope for the best. And I think that wants to be cleaned up. That's more of what's going to show itself in your emotional realm, in your internal space. I'm going to clarify this as well. But it's like, think about any stories of resistance and hardship that you can maybe tell yourself something new. Tell yourself something fresh. Innovate your experience as best as you can when this comes up. When the temptation or the pessimism or the, expecting the worst. Expectations and conviction is really powerful. So wield it in a way that you would like. Like, what is desirable for you? And then we have justice. Yeah, think about, kind of like, play the story out. If you expect the worst, how are you going to be expecting the worst? Like, how is your being going to move through the world with that expectation? If you expect the best, how are you going to be in these experiences? How are you going to carry yourself through the world? Just play out the story a little bit more and see if there's any new things you can adopt in order to balance things out and make it more of a supportive, expansive experience. The other thing that I'm getting is you might want to seek emotional support. Some type of practitioner, counselor, spiritual or emotional practice would be really great for you. But it's coming up as a person. Maybe it's just a friend, practitioner, friend, mentor. These things are going to be supportive. So I would say just make sure you're seeking support when you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, if you're having a hard time. Don't be afraid of that. Don't just try to go back into working and doing everything yourself and overexerting yourself. Really allow yourself to be nurtured and supported, and leaning into trusting whatever it is that you gel with or that you vibe with. Okay, so let's do a 3-card pick. Oops. Ask a question, ask for guidance, clarity, support, whatever it is that you're needing. Okay. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Let yourself just kind of tune in to whichever one is calling to you. Card number 1. We have the Queen of Cups. This is the same card that's down here. The emotional space is where you likely want to do some tweaking or make some adjustments in the emotional body. That's going to clear a lot of things up. So you could look at the emotional body is where the problem and the solution live. So play in that realm. Also seek support from that practitioner, friend, mentor, whoever the Queen of Cups might be in your life. Just let yourself go into that. Let yourself feel supported and nurtured and addressing the emotional body. Card number 2. We have the 3 of Coins. Continue building. You know, building on whatever, anything you want, really. Or whatever the most pressing issue is at this time, just continue doing the work and showing up for the endeavor. Don't overcomplicate it. That's the main thing that I'm getting for you, is keep it really simple, keep it really basic. Not everything has to be super profound and deep all the time, right? So try to stay out of those weeds. Keep it simple, show up, do the work, and just move through it and know that it's temporary. You don't have to overexert yourself, but keep it simple, keep it practical. Card number 3, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I like this card a lot just in the way it's depicting, because it's a lot of movement, right? It's very similar to the Chariot in terms of the energy that it's giving off. And I see this as, let everything sync up. Maybe you've been working on a bunch of different things or had a bunch of different plates spinning all at the same time. And this is about letting everything come together, letting everything line up. So give yourself the time and space to see that come full circle. But just keep making the moves, keep aligning everything, and watch it unfold and sync up for you. Just be in observation mode. Don't try to force or thrash or contract. Allow. Give it permission to sync up for you and with you. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of the month ahead. Don't forget to subscribe, sign up for my newsletter. I have more good things coming, so stay up to date with me. Check me out on Instagram at Onyx Healing. I am sending you so much love and support. If you would like to work with me or learn more, go to onyxhealing.com, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.